If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
Hi, good morning. I'm Vijay. I'm about 20 years experience in project management.
Okay.
And I'm into various domains like banking, healthcare, and insurance. Right. And I'll be taking these classes like daily 1 hour, and all these topics will be covered. And can you introduce about yourself?
Well, yes, I am Nachi and I'm in SAP field. Right now, I run the organization that I'm managing the SAP for is running on SAP Business One on HANA database.
Okay.
Yes, and early next year, I think end of this year or early next year, I think it's going to be more early into next year, we're going to be moving from SAP Business One to S4.
Right.
And so I want to manage that project.
Right.
And that's why I'm trying to get this certification. I've done a little bit of project management certification, the associate certification for project management.
Nice. Yes.
It's not the PMP management. So I just wanted to get the PMP certification.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a CAPM is like Associate Project Manager, and now this PMP is just the extension of it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll cover all these topics, and right.
Okay.
I'm starting this. Right?
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Therefore, we'll cover one by one. Each of it is a disclaimer, like whatever we have used is a proprietary of ZaranTech. And today we are talking about like how do we build a team, how do we define the rules for the team, and how do we empower the team and all this, right? One by one, we will see each of them. Like building a team, you can say, for example, you're doing a project, like assembling the group of individuals with diversified skills, right? And creating the environment that can help in collaboration between the team members and building the synergy between the teams, right?
Right.
And define the team goals will be like you're identifying what should be the guidelines or arrangements that how the team should operate. Right? This will be like acceptance behavior, communication norms, or expectations in the project. Right? All these and how you're managing in the project environment that we will be discussing. And negotiate project agreements. Here we are mainly talking about collaborating with stakeholders. Stakeholders are the people who are directly or indirectly related to the project or affected by the outcome of a project. They're called as stakeholders, right?
Okay.
And how they are achieving these project objectives, right? How they work with the scope of the project, timelines, budget, and roles and responsibilities in the project, and how they are negotiating and ensuring that they are aligning with the vision, mission, goals of the project.
Okay.
That we are talking about negotiate project agreements. And empower team members and stakeholders. Here we are talking about you're granting the authority, right? Resources and support needed for team members, right? And make the decisions to take the ownership of the roles. Empower enhances motivation, engagement, and autonomy and decision making. That is part of empowering, right? Train the team members. Here we are talking about providing education and skills development opportunities, right? Therefore, if they don't lack domain knowledge, therefore you are training them in the domain knowledge and see that they are able to handle the project effectively. What are the capabilities needed for successful delivery of the project? And engage and support virtual teams. Here we are mainly talking about like utilizing appropriate technology or effective communication, maintain engagements and cohesion among the different team members, right? If they are virtually located, therefore how each of them will collaborate and give the deliverables on time, right? That we are analyzing. How effectively they are managing as a team, and build shared understanding about the project, Here we are talking about the stakeholders and team members, whether they are working towards a common project goal or what is the scope of the project and what are the deliverables to be given for the project, right? And this will help them, like everybody is understanding towards the vision or going towards the vision for the project. Ensure
Okay.
they are in aligning like what the client wants, what the deliverables required at the end of the project. All these
Okay.
we discuss one by one, right?
Right.
This is all part of introduction, right? One by one we will see. Therefore, first one is like building a team. Say, for example, why we need these high performance teammates in the project. Say there may be diverse skill set of the people, like developers, testers, or some database experts, user interface experts. There are different experts, right?
Right.
Therefore, you get all these people and see that they are able to give their best in the project to meet the deadlines within the given time, within the given cost. You are able to develop and give the deliverables to the client. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And also there is a collaboration. Therefore, there are different team members. Therefore, there will be regular daily, monthly, or weekly meetings going on. Therefore, how you are going to discuss these in the meetings, right? How everybody is aligning to meet the vision of your product. That we are analyzing. How they are collaboratively working, right? And also there should be effective communication. When we say effective communication, we are talking about like each team member knows their responsibilities within the given timelines. They should give their outputs, right? And they're performing. There should not be any misunderstanding related to requirements. Ensure that everybody is on same page like that. Those are part of effective communication. And also there should be support and motivation. Here we are talking about like every team member should understand, like if they are not able to understand about the requirements, they can get support from their colleagues and or other team members, ensuring that they are able to understand and give the deliverables, right? Providing support and motivation to the team members. And one more is like they should have problem solving and adaptability skills, right? Therefore, they will do brainstorming within them, ensure that they will understand what is that required by the project, or they discuss with concerned subject matter experts and helps to solve the problems, right? Whatever the risks in the project, all that they are able to handle effectively. And timely delivery. Or within the
Okay.
given time, they are meeting the deadlines of the project, right? Therefore, all these are required for high performance teammates. Therefore, they have diverse skills. They should have collaboration. They should have good effective communication, and there should be support and motivation from the team members. And there should be problem solving and adaptable to the risks or challenges they are facing, and timely delivery. All these are required for building a team.
Okay.
And one more is like how we are going to define these steps. These are the 4 steps that we are defining. Like, say, for example, there is a software development project. Right? Therefore,
Right.
identify the skills and roles required for the project. Here,
Okay.
so for example, you're developing a new module or a new application. Identify the roles. It can be software developers, user interface experts or designers, quality assurance people, or project managers or business analysts who are necessary for the project to execute. Right?
Right.
And also, they should be good in given technology like Java or some other technology. Right?
Right.
And also, they should be good in identifying the testing methodologies. They should be good in, let's say, project management skills. All these are some of the skills required, roles or responsibilities required for the project. Right?
Right.
Second is develop a resource management plan. Here, your resource management plan is mainly outlining the needed resources from the project perspective. Like not only the people, it can be even tools or hardware, software required for the project. Basically, you're creating what is the environment required for the project along with the resources.
Right.
Allocating specific software licenses, or identifying any development tools required or testing tools required, or any workstations required, any servers required. All these you are considering and defining the budget or procurement, or you are identifying the timelines or resource acquisition. All these you will be considering when you say resource management plan. Then
Okay.
acquired team members, here we are talking about, like, say for instance, like hiring software developers with the expertise of, say for example, mobile app development. Therefore, should also identify usability experts, and also identify like quality or testing people. Right? It can be internal hiring or short-term hiring or long-term hiring. It also depends how we are getting the resources to work on this project. How do we acquire these team members? It's like full-time employees, part-time employees, or freelancers. Right? How we are going to take these people to work on the project? That is nothing but acquiring the team members with the required skill set. Then develop the team. Here we are talking about, like, it's a project manager's responsibility. Focus on developing, like, all the team members should work towards the project vision. Right?
Okay.
Team building activities, setting up effective communication channels, right? Offer necessary training for them, and align everyone to understand the project goals. And if any software methodology is using, like say agile methodology or traditional waterfall methodology, therefore they should be able to understand how the project phases are going on. And it's the project manager's responsibility to align everyone or educate everyone about this, right?
Okay.
And setting clear expectations to each of these team members, and support with work environment, right? And ensure that everybody is working as a team. Right?
Okay.
For all these are required, this will help, like as a project manager, ensures that right skills, roles are identified, resources are effectively managed, and suitable team members are acquired, and team is developed to successfully undertake any software development project. Right? For all these 4 steps required.
Okay.
One more is build team process. Here we are talking about, say for example, you design and development of a company website. The first step is understand the project scope, goals, and objectives. Scope, say for example, the website will serve as an online platform to showcase companies' products or services, and allowing customers to make purchases. Therefore, that's the scope. What is the goals and objectives? Increase online sales by 30% in the first year, enhance user experience, or improve company's online presence. All these can be part of understanding the project scope, goals, and objectives.
Okay.
Second step is identifying the skills and roles needed. When we say identify the skills, like who are the resources required, like web developers, who is responsible for coding, building, or maintaining the website, or usability designers, designing the user interface, ensuring optimal user experience, or content writers, creating and engaging informative content for this website, or project managers, like overall managing the project, managing timelines, ensure like everybody works as a team and give the deliverables on time. And quality assurance specialists, mainly like testers, who is doing like functionality testing, performance testing, and identifying the bugs and get it fixed. Right. Therefore, what are the skills required for each of them? Like for web developers, what technology they are working with, like HTML, JavaScript, like that. Usability experts, like what they should be good at designing the good software, or how the look and feel of the application on this. Content writers, they should be understanding like search engine optimization, or they should be understanding what are the keywords where the website can come up and you can work with. Right? Project managers, good leadership skills, communication skills, project management skills. All these, some of the skills required. Therefore, identify skills, roles, and required for this project.
Okay.
Next is develop a resource management plan. The same thing that we have discussed here, identifying the resources, people, equipment, or materials. Right? People, can be like network people or system admins or developers, testers, or project managers, anybody who are required for the project. And equipments can be in terms of servers or workstations or software, hardware required, licenses required, any tools which you are using for development or testing, all those can be part of equipment. Materials is like network materials, like server racks or Ethernet cables, all this, right? And resource management plan components can be like identifying the resources. It can be like HR people. HR can human resources. Let's say network engineers, administrators, support staff can be part of that. Equipments can be like specific hardware, software tools required for the project. Or materials like network connectivity or routers or Wi-Fi connectivity. Right? All those can be part of materials. And also we should have resource timelines. Right? What is the schedule? Like servers, like hardware may be needed at the initial setup, or what is the bandwidth required for the project to execute? Right? All such things need to be considered. And the resource management plan will have all these: human resources, equipment, materials. All these can be part of resource management plan.
Right.
And one more is acquired team members. When we say acquired team members, here it can be like internal hiring or external hiring or subcontracting. In-house talent, in-house developers may be there, like developers or testers or usability experts, right, who is good in that given technology. We can hire within the organization, or external hiring, like posting the job on job portals and identifying the people and doing the interview and taking them. Contracting is identifying the freelancers who can handle this project for short term. Therefore, there are different ways in which you can acquire, right? And also we should be able to identify like team members based on skills or experience or availability. When you say skills, we're talking about in the given technology they are good at, right? How better they are good in a given tool or environment, all such things. Experience, we say like they are working in terms of module lead or a team lead perspective. They already handled similar kind of project. They can handle a team of 4 or 5 developers within them. And availability perspective here, how dedicated they are for this project. Therefore, whether they are able to complete this project within the given schedules or deadlines, whether they are available or not. All such things need to be considered. Right? Therefore, acquiring team members from different channels, considering the skills, experience, and availability. Therefore, the project manager can form a capable and well-suited team to successfully deliver this application or a project, right? And develop the team. Here, when we say develop the team, here we are talking about mainly, say for example, same website development team. Right? First step is assembling the team, like project manager for web project. You have gathered a team combining, let's say, web developers, UI usability designers, or content creators or testers. All these can be part of assembling the team. And develop the team into a high performance unit, like what are the things to be considered for the people to work as a team. Don't go with micromanaging. Go with, let's say, building the trust in the team members.
Right.
Therefore, encourage open discussion, have constructive feedback, and trusting the atmosphere within the team of this. And communication and collaboration. This also requires, therefore, how you are effectively communicating, whether you are available 24/7 to the team members or office hours where you are available. All those things, how effectively you are communicating with each of the team members. And every team member is aware of their roles and responsibilities, and everybody is aware of project goals. All such things should be communicated to every team member. And provide training and support if they are required. Right? Therefore, whether they are updated with like skills required for the project, right? So that they can work effectively in their roles. All these need to be considered.
Yeah.
Like trust building, communication, collaboration, training and support, all this. Like by focusing on these, like it providing necessary training and support, the project manager ensures that the website development team evolves into high performance in it, right? Which results in successful delivery for the project.
Okay.
And what are the other things need to be considered? Like define the team ground and creating a stable team, open communication, all these some of the other considerations for building a team. One by one, we'll see, like defining the team ground rules. When we say ground rules, we are talking about, like say, um, like what are the basic rules that everybody should follow. Everybody should come for so and so time to the company, right? They should work for 8 hours within the organization. All such things are ground rules. Or everybody should come for video conference or teleconference with the client without any delay. Right? All such things can be part of ground rules. Right?
Yeah.
And create here respectful communication. Therefore, everybody communicate respectfully with each other and value each other's opinions and ideas without any judgment.
Okay.
Those can be part of ground rules. Or timely task updates. Right? Therefore, they're updating their progress of tasks regularly through project management tool or through some status reports, or embracing mistakes as learning opportunities. Right? Therefore, mistakes will happen as part of projects. Therefore, they should take it as an opportunity to learn and see that it is not repeated again and again. Right? All these are nothing but the ground rules as a project manager you're setting for the team members. Respectful communication, timely task updates, and also embracing mistakes and learning opportunities. It will be like creative environment or neutral environment that you're creating so that everybody can give their views, comments, concerns on any discussion related to the project.
Okay.
Right? And other rules can be like, say, for example, we'll take a scenario establishing ground rules for team's culture, values, and goals. Say, for example, clarity and consensus. Here, say, for example, we agree to ensure that clear and shared understanding of project requirements and decisions through regular team meetings and documentation. Right?
Okay.
Therefore, this rule will emphasize on importance of clear communication and aligning the team members to avoid confusion related to requirements. Everybody is on the same page regarding
Right.
project scope. Right? And inclusiveness, here we are talking ground rule. Say, for example, we commit to incorporate diverse viewpoints and skills, ensuring everyone's voice is heard during discussion and decision making.
Right.
Therefore, this will help, like every team member feels valued and their unique perspectives contribute to the project success, promoting innovation or creativity. That is part of inclusiveness.
Yes.
Mutual respect ground rule, say for example, we pledge to treat each others with dignity and respect, appreciating the value each team members brings to the project. Those can be part of mutual respect. The rule can be like creating a positive environment, right? Ensuring everybody contribution are acknowledged and respected regardless of their role, right, or seniority. All this. That is called as mutual respect. Conflict resolution, say ground rule will be like we agree to address conflicts openly and proactively, seeking resolution that benefit the team and the project. Those can be conflicts. Say, for example, this will encourage team members to approach conflicts constructively, right? Promoting culture where issues are addressed promptly and professionally, minimizing disruptions, right, for project progress. All those can be part. It's a neutral environment. Everybody can get the answers for every question they're asking with that. Those can be part of conflict resolution. Right? And adaptability, here ground rule will be we embrace flexibility and open to adopt our strategies and approaches based on evolving project needs and feedback. That means, therefore, you are dynamically approaching any problem solving. Therefore, allows the team member to adjust to the strategies when necessary, enhance the project's adaptability. All these can be part of this. Say, for example, if the project needs you to solve any conflicts in the project by talking to some subject matter expert or do some research and get the answers. Right? Therefore, you are adapting to that situation and then getting the answers. Therefore, those can be part of adaptability.
Okay.
And one more is like define team ground rules. Right? Say, for example, there is a software testing team. Right? All team members will be involved in defining these ground rules. As a project manager of the software testing team, you decide to involve everyone creating the ground rules. Right?
Okay.
Collaborative and supportive work environment. Therefore, conducting a team meeting where it will help so that you're calling all the team members like testers or developers or like other team members who are everybody required for the project to discuss about the ground rules and get the input from each of them. What is their inputs? Let them come up with the answers. You, as a moderator, keep on asking the questions and get the answers. Right? Each team member will share their thoughts on the ground rules and how it would benefit the team. Right? Therefore, you get the answers from each of them, and finally you come up with what is the commonly agreed ground rules with all the team members.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is like similar to brainstorming session.
Similar to what?
Brainstorming session. Right?
Okay, yeah. You
keep on asking and coming up with the answers like that.
And then you use the help then to conclude like which ground rules to pick. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of input, but at the end of the day, you use them again to make a summary of the ground rules so you can narrow it down to just a few.
Right. Therefore, what you should do as a moderator, you should get as many number of questions and motivate the team members to come up with their own views, comments, concerns, suggestions on a topic. And once you get those ideas, you identify which is a blocking issue, perception, or a constraint, and redefine the process.
Okay.
Those you will be doing as part of gathering the ideas and then redefining the process.
Okay. So for redefining the process, we do that together again as a group with the team.
No, because you got the ideas from the team members. Now you have to identify which is a perception or which is a blocking issue or which is a constraint. Therefore, it is you as a moderator, you have to decide, not the team members.
Not the team. Okay.
Right? Therefore, you have to decide and then redefine the ground rules.
Okay.
Right? And therefore, you're just taking the suggestion and asking them, coming up with their own ideas. Then you have to define like whether it is their perception or it is like it's a constraint for the project or it is like ground rule required for the project or not required for the project. That is your responsibility as a project manager.
Okay.
And one more is like negotiate on these project agreements. Say, for example, you're developing a mobile app for a small business. Step one is you're working with the stakeholders. Therefore, as a project manager, your task will be like developing a mobile application for a small local business. Okay. Stakeholders involved will be like business owners, development team, or marketing department. Therefore, second step is like identify mutually beneficial agreement. Therefore, aligning on project goals. Therefore, during negotiation, the business owner emphasizes that mobile app primary goal is to boost customer engagement and sales. Right. The development team aims to create a user-friendly application with essential features. And the marketing team focus on promoting this application effectively.
Right.
This is called as aligning on project goals. And defining scope and budget. Here, the business owner wants specific features like online ordering, loyalty programs, user reviews. Development team negotiates the scope based on technical feasibility and propose budget aligned with the discussed features. Therefore, what the client wants, what is his requirements, and how complex it is in terms of technicality, and whether it is feasible or not feasible. Therefore, as a project manager, you get the feedback from the developers and give the estimate.
Okay.
And reducing risk of misunderstanding. Say you are negotiating, like identifying, discuss with the team, like what are the milestones or timelines, or what are the roles and responsibilities of each of them. Like a business owner should give the requirements, and after development, they should approve like whatever you have developed, whether look and feel of the application is okay or any changes or modifications required. All such things you can get them. Right?
Okay.
And after you identify, like say for example, you have developed only user registration or customer registration is first milestone. Second milestone is add to cart, order tracking page, like that. Different modules. Each module is one milestone you can keep. Or else whole development work is one milestone, whole testing work is one milestone. But that you can define as per your convenience. As a project manager, it's your responsibility to define these milestones.
Okay.
Or else you can define milestones based on the date, like month 1 we will do this, month 2 we will do this, like that. Right? You can define based on date also. And timelines you can say. Right? And get it approved from each of the team members or get it approved from the client.
Okay.
All these can be part of this agreement on scope and defining the timelines and budget alignment. Therefore, by negotiating and reaching mutual beneficial agreement on project goals, scope, and budget, the project manager ensures alignment among stakeholders, minimize the risk of misunderstanding, and disputes are less in the project.
Okay.
Therefore, this is starting of the project manager work. Therefore, what all you will do as part of this, all this, identify key stakeholders. Say, for example, there is a website upgradation project or enhancement project. Therefore, identifying the key stakeholders, required key stakeholders involved for this project, like CEO of a company, a marketing department, or website development team, or company team, or design team, any of them. Understand stakeholders' needs and interests. Right? Therefore, CEO's priority is CEO wants to upgrade the website to reflect the company's branding image and enhance user experience to attract more customers, increase sales. Whereas marketing department, they seek new features for better product showcase and promotional opportunities. Website development team, they emphasize technical aspects, avoiding identifying any faster website, performance increase in the website, improved security features. All those can be from the web development team. And usability team, they ensure like website is appealing or user-friendly website. Then develop a negotiation strategy. Here, therefore, you plan to emphasize what are the benefits of each of the teams and what is the return on investment. Right? In terms of return on investment, in terms of user engagement, in terms of technical feasibility, all these you can negotiate. Therefore, phase-wise development. Right? Therefore, what are the features that you need to implement? All these you are defining the strategy. Right? What are the advantages of these features and how complex is the features? How much is the additional budget required for the team? Right? All such things you are negotiating with the client. And negotiate the agreement. Here, like you negotiate with each stakeholder group, address their concerns, align their needs with the project goals. Right? Therefore, you ensure like agreement on established features or timelines or resources required for the project. Therefore, you're getting commitment from the team members, commitment from the business people, commitment from the investors. Like this much is the final budget for the project. This much is the timeline for the project. All this.
Okay.
And document and finalize this agreement. Right? It includes agreed upon features, development phases, timelines, responsibility of each of the stakeholders. Then you will get a sign off from the stakeholders. Then it will ensure clarity and consensus on project goals and deliverables. Right? These are the steps in negotiating project agreements.
So
It's a
for
project-
negotiating,
Yeah.
I got a question.
It's a project manager ensures that like the project aligns with the needs of each stakeholder, right? Reducing the risk of misunderstanding.
So negotiating a strategy, I like develop a negotiating strategy.
Right.
What is involved in that?
Develop and negotiate strategy. Here, mainly we're talking about what is the return on investment, what is the user engagement, how much technically these requirements are feasible.
Okay.
Right? Therefore, here negotiation, what are the parameters to be considered? Say, for example, they'll ask the website should be user friendly. The website or mobile app should be opening in tabs, mobile phones, and computers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? How user friendly it is when it is opened in different devices.
Okay.
Therefore, the developer will say, we will charge more or we will use new technology for having compatibility with all these devices. Therefore, you can charge more with the customer. Right? Therefore,
Yeah.
if the customer says, whatever you do, I should open in my laptop. Therefore, in that case, you can reduce the cost, right? And it is not browser compatibility or not device compatibility. It
Okay.
depends. That negotiation comes like how much is the cost, how much, what are the features, and what is the total budget for the project. Right? Basically, as a project manager, it's a responsibility, time, time and cost, and requirements. Requirements is taken care of by business analyst, but you should focus more on time and cost.
Yeah. So are you working as a project manager right now?
Right. I'm working as a project manager.
Okay.
Right. For other things is like, say, for example, there is an software upgradation project.
Okay.
Right. What is the scope of work? Therefore, the scope of work will be like features and enhancements. Right? Clearly defined features and enhancements for the upgradation project are documented in a project plan. Those can be part of scope of work. Identify roles and responsibilities. Here, what is the role of a developer? What is the role of a tester? What is the role of IT support team? Right? All these should be documented, roles and responsibilities. Therefore, development team responsible for coding and implementing the software upgradation. Testing, ensure
This is
functionality.
what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
I said this is what we'll be doing because we're upgrading to S/4HANA.
Right. Right. Identify the roles and responsibilities. Then
Right.
timelines and milestones. Here we are talking about, like, say, milestone 1, 2 weeks, milestone 2, 4 weeks, milestone 3, 6 weeks. Therefore, what all that you are going to complete in milestone 1, completion of like requirement gathering. Milestone 2, development phase starts. Milestone 3, testing phase starts. Milestone 4, deployment and end user training. Therefore, you can define.
I've always wondered.
Yeah.
I've always wondered with the timelines, what is actually involved in determining the actual timelines? You know, like I know you have to consider a few things that I know for sure is you have to consider what is going to be done,
Right.
but in terms of how much time that is going to take to be done, how do you come up with that? Do you talk to the people that are actually doing the work as a project manager, or how do you come up with that?
There are two ways of handling it. One is like you talk to developers, understand the complexity of the project, understand the technical complexity perspective. Second step is like you are new to the domain, you don't understand the technology, therefore go to the previous projects. How much is the requirements? If the project old data is already existing for the project, or timeline they have taken.
Okay.
Right? Therefore, go through the old project templates and see how much time is taken for this such kind of requirement. That is one way of doing. Other way is talk to these developers, understand the complexity. Usually, what happens, developers they will say like if it is taking 1 week, they will say it is 1 month. Therefore, you should identify like whether it is really going to take 1 month or it is 1 week duration. Therefore, that
Oh,
project
they'll
manager.
tend to exaggerate sometimes. That's true.
Right. Therefore, it's a project manager's responsibility. If you are good in the domain, you can easily identify. If you are not good in the domain, it's a new technology project, then you should go to the old project templates, or if there is any other people who have worked on similar kind of projects, you can discuss with them and come up with the timelines.
How do you go to, in our case, there'll be no old projects because it'll be our first time going to S4.
Right.
So like, how would I identify it? Would I try to, estimate the timelines to compare to what the developers will give?
Yeah. Identify if there is any baselines which are already defined for such kind of projects in some other companies. Not
So like,
necessarily
how would I
here.
go about gathering that information? Because I wouldn't know who to go to. Because like I said,
No, no,
our company will
identify.
be doing it for the first time.
Yeah, identify the people who are doing similar kind of projects. Identify the people and discuss with them. Say there are some conferences going on or some other meetings going on, right?
Okay.
Therefore, network meetings going on. Therefore, there you should identify similar kind of projects if any other teams are handling. That is the place where you are sharing the best practices, right? Or
Okay.
else talk to identify a company where similar kind of project is going on. Identify the people who are handling similar kind of projects and see what is their timelines. Right?
Okay.
That is one way. But usually, if you're doing the first time, then it should be the baseline for your company. Right? Therefore, it all depends like how you are handling, depending on your expertise or depending on your team members, technical people expertise.
Okay.
Usually, you discuss with the team members and come up with the timelines.
Okay. Okay, get it. Can you get a baseline by Googling it?
Google sometimes it may give wrong data also. That's why
Wrong.
people who
Okay.
actually work on the project will give the correct data.
Okay.
Therefore, go with the research reports. Don't go with the Google documents. Go with some research reports. Like say, for example, there is some organizations who will give these estimations. There are a lot of
Okay.
techniques. Say, for example, function point is one type of estimation. There is a international function point user group, which will give, if you are using this technology, this much is the time taken for development. Like that.
Okay.
There are some
Function.
international, function point estimations.
Okay.
Right? That is one way of estimation. That is called International Function Point User Group, ifpug.org.
Okay.
Therefore,
Right.
such kind of, there are some special interest groups where only work on estimations.
Oh, okay.
Even there is certification also for this, on this estimation certification.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is called function point estimations.
Oh.
Therefore,
So that's all they do with they
therefore,
being.
each work is specialized and certified.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
And that using that function point estimations, you can come up with timelines and milestones. Or there is some tools also available. There is knowledge plan is one of the tool. K plan is one of the tool, which is available to come up with work breakdown structure or timelines. And there are some free tools also available.
Okay, so you say there's knowledge plan and which other plan? Which other two?
The knowledge plan is called as tool.
Okay.
That is developed based on function points.
Oh,
Therefore, there are a lot of tools available which will generate the work business structure for the project. But you can
okay.
use such tools also.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. One more is like identify the risks. Here again, you are discussing with team members like what is the actual time or planned time and actual time taken, schedule slippage, effort slippage. Any such risks you'll be identifying. Any compatibility issues, right? Any delays due to any technical challenges. All such things can be part of risk management.
Okay.
And come up with mitigation plans, contingency plans, if any. The change management process, here we are talking about in the middle of the project, if client wants to change some requirements, what's its impact on scope, time, and budget? All such things you need to identify and come up with new cost or new time.
Yeah.
And get it approved. And communication plan, here we are mainly talking about regular daily, monthly, or weekly meetings with the team members, right, to discuss the progress, issues, or solutions, right? And any reporting structure, all this. Right, all these can be part of like project agreements that can be happening, right?
So for the change management process, is that just the changes related to the project? Like if any
Right,
change comes along, how do we go about the changes?
right. It again depends on is it part of agile project or it is part of traditional projects. Right, if it is traditional projects, there will be a formal change control board where we'll have an architect, business analyst, project manager, or client as part of the team, and then in there itself, the project manager talks about time and cost, business analyst talks about impact on the requirements in terms of impact on the business or impact on the requirements. And architect talks about technical visibility. Client will approve the time, cost, or effort.
Okay.
Therefore, it depends on like which type of software development methodology is followed.
Okay.
And then all these, then empower the team members. When we say empower, like granting the authority and resources, empower the
Okay.
team members. Right? Therefore, empower, let's say, authorize the developers to make decisions on coding methodologies, allow them to choose between two approaches, like feature based, or let them go with their judgments and develop the product.
Okay.
Our testing team, like they need to identify, like say, what are the critical test scenarios for their test. Therefore, you empower them and let them identify and test it. Right?
Okay.
And who are the stakeholders involved? Right? Therefore, what are their needs? Right? You are granting them like authority, like who are the people, like say user interface or application functionality. Therefore, end users can give their feedback.
Okay.
All these are some of the things you are talking about granting authority and providing the resources. When we say providing resources, we are talking about environment, like say people, training and skill enhancements, like that, or
Okay.
any tools required for testing or development. All those can be part of it. Right?
Okay.
And benefits of empowerment, like enhanced engagement or faster decision making, all these can be part of benefits. Therefore, what we are talking about here, empower the team members. Right? Delegate authority and responsibility. Here we are talking about, say for example, network team. Right? To delegate the
Okay.
responsibility to oversee the network upgradation process, granting authority to make decisions and concerning network architecture, hardware upgrades, all this. Right?
Okay.
Database admin, responsibility of handling the database migration is delegated. Or security specialist, you are giving the responsibility ensuring system security during the upgrade or delegating authority for implementing security measures. All this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And create a culture of trust and respect. Here we are talking about like environment, how it is, encouraging the team members to share their ideas or concerns about the process. Or acknowledgement, let's say recognizing and appreciating the expertise of the team members. Right?
Okay.
Or getting the constructive feedback and support the people. Right? Therefore, comfortable team members are getting comfortable in expressing their thoughts and opinions. All these can be part of this. Right? Provide training and support. Here we are talking about like workshop training or technical training to the team members or mentoring the team members.
Okay.
If any special skill or software required, tool related trainings required for the team members, that can be provided. Right? And provide clear expectations and goals. Here we are talking about clear objectives of the project. Everyone understands the roles, achieving the vision for the project. Right? Milestones. Here we are talking about within the given milestone, they are able to achieve, like development should complete in 1 month or testing should complete it in 15 days, like that. Right? Within the milestones or timelines, they should be able to show the commitment. Right? Performance metrics. Here we are understanding the performance, like everybody work is measured.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
When you say providing training and support,
Right.
since who are we providing the training and support to? Because I'm thinking we already have people that we consider experts for the different roles.
Right. Get outside training subject matter experts, or there is knowledge transfer within the team members. Both.
Okay. Okay.
Can get from both.
Okay.
Or you are purchasing some tool, there may be procurement happening. Therefore, to understand how the tool works, therefore you can have special training related to the tool. Like that also possible.
Okay.
Then train the team members. Here again, the same, whatever we had discussed. Here we are training the team members, like project management team, or what are the best practices followed in the industry, all this. Right? Or each department, end users or developers or testers, right? Everybody is getting trained. Their knowledge or skill enhancement, building trust and wrap up, all this. Any post-training questions and answers or any feedbacks related to the training, all these are going to collect.
Yeah.
Training. And then you're coming up with any of these. On-job training, like you're showing them hands-on how the application works. They are like freshers, therefore the seniors will show them like how the application should work or what they should do. Therefore the juniors will follow. On-job training can be there. Or mentoring, like say there is some expert or senior in that particular profession. Therefore they will come and mentor like how your profession should grow in the next 5 years, next 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? Or formal trainings related to the courses or certification programs. Or any self-paced learning, like this is like self, maybe let's say audio video recording will be there, learning by self, like that. Right?
Right.
All these can be part of this. Engage and support with virtual development teams. Therefore, here we are talking to, let's say, if there are virtual teams, therefore you are identifying if there is any remote collaboration required. Right. Therefore,
Yeah.
virtual teams are people from different locations. Right? Therefore, instead of sitting all the people at one location, like there may be some person in some other state, and you are just collaborating with them related to development, or you are
Right.
taking one more database expert in some other state, like that. Everybody coming for the same time and discussing about the project. Those can be part of support virtual teams. Right? Communication and collaboration. Right? Effective communication, building trust and team, clear goals and expectations. All these need to be defined because it is virtual team. Therefore, you should, as a project manager, it's your responsibility. You should have effective communication, trust building, and shared understanding of goals. right? Which will help in more engaged and productive virtual software.
Mhm.
Right? And all these are some of the techniques. Say, for example, there is a remote IT support team. Therefore, first step is like using right technology.
Mhm.
Therefore, what is the technology used? Like virtual meetings, like Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams, or collaboration tools, like say any messengers, right?
Right.
Like Microsoft Messenger, like that, or any project management software like Jira, Trello. Any of these can be used. All these using the right technology which is required for the project. Communication, here we are talking about regular team meetings, like daily stand-up calls during agile projects,
Yeah.
daily scrum meetings, or clear timeline communication with all the team members. All this. Collaboration, here we are talking about shared documentation repositories, like say for example, SharePoint folders or Google Drives. Right? Therefore, all the people can get the access of these documents.
Yeah.
That is part of collaboration. And also, so for example, leadership, here we are talking about support and guidance from the senior management,
Yeah.
understanding clear direction for the projects, right? Ensuring team members understand the roles and responsibilities. As a leadership, you are just motivating and encouraging the team to get the deliverables done. Right?
Mhm.
Get to know your team members. Here we are talking about like identifying the team members, recognizing their individual efforts, celebrating achievements, all this. Right? Be flexible and patient. Here we are talking about understanding the personal constraints for the team members, right? Working hours or any personal situations for the team members, right? And
Right.
what time they can come to the office. They are coming late to the office. What is the reason? So all these things I need to identify and uh, react effectively. Right? Because it is not like individual, it is like team contribution that is more important for us. And also build the trust, right?
Mhm.
Openness and transparency, empower the team members, all this. Therefore, applying the right technology or fostering effective communication, providing strong leadership, or being flexible, patient, building trust, all these will ensure successful management of remote IT support teams. Right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And build shared understanding. Here, say for example, there is cloud migration project. The clear project goal, IT team members. Therefore, project aim is to migrate the company's data and application to a cloud-based platform.
Okay.
It improves accessibility, security, scalability. Who are the stakeholders? Therefore, aligning everyone on the end goals like improve efficiency, reduce operational cost, enhance data security to cloud migration. All these are clear project goals. Right? Define scope, budget, and schedule. Therefore, scope of the project is clearly defining what will be moved to the cloud applications or data services.
Mm.
Budget allocation, outlining the financial resources dedicated to migration, providing visibility to the cost projections. Project schedules like timelines, like milestones, tasks, deadlines, all these part of defining scope, budget, and schedule. And importance, shared understanding. Here we are talking about reducing misunderstandings, right? Therefore,
Yeah.
everybody, all stakeholders understand the project components, objectives, right? Any misinterpretation or confusions, all these are reduced. Enhance collaboration.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody will understand the common goal for the project. What is the vision for the project on this? And improve communication. Right? Therefore, avoiding ambiguities. Right? How they are going to communicate, what tools they are using, all these can be part of it. Right? All these for shared understanding. Therefore, as a project manager, what all you will have? Say, for example, e-commerce website. There is a project charter documenting the project objectives or establishing authority. Right? Project charter will outline like objectives, scope, constraints, stakeholders involved in launching this e-commerce website. It's like comprehensive overview of the project. Establish authority, here it sets the project's authority. Right? You're getting it signed from the client, ensuring that you are project manager handling this project. Identifying the roles involved in the project, all this. Kickoff meetings, you're gathering the stakeholders. Project kickoff meeting, who is the developers, who are the testers, designers, different teams working on the project. Right? Introduce and any questions or clarifications you are giving in part of kickoff meetings. Regular communication, here you are talking about like communication plan, daily, monthly, weekly meetings, or how you're going to communicate by chat, email, telephone, how you're going to communicate, video conference, teleconference. Address any concerns for the customers or stakeholders. Right? What is the project progress? What are the challenges in the project? All that you're going to address as part of communication. Visual aids, here we are talking about project roadmaps. Right? Like Gantt charts, project timelines, project phases, milestones. Right? All these are putting in a visualization for the project progress. And any diagrams, here we are talking about any diagrams to explain about the complex concepts about the project. All those can be part of visual aids. Collaboration, here we are talking about teamwork and different departments communication. Like you're interacting with HR department, you're interacting with infrastructure department, you're interacting with testing department. And therefore, each of the departments are getting some inputs or resources. Right? How we are going to work with the cross-functional departments.
Okay.
Right? And you are working together for the common vision for the product or a project. Right? All these part of collaboration. Therefore, all these as a part of project manager will be working. Project charter, kickoff meetings, regular communication, visual aids. Right? Fostering collaboration. Therefore, it's like a comprehensive understanding of the e-commerce website launching, aligning everyone towards shared project goals, objectives for the project.
Okay.
All these can be part of this. Any questions up till here?
No. Some of these I've been through them, I've experienced them, so they're easy to understand, like the last part here.
Right. Therefore, this is what we are discussed: building a team, defining the team goals, negotiating project agreements, right? Engage virtual teams if required, build shared understanding about a project.
Okay. Are you gonna share some of these?
Yeah, all these recordings will be shared. You'll get it.
Okay.
Any other
Okay.
questions?
No, I think this is good for now.
Yeah. Tomorrow we can continue at 8:30 or 10 CST. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.